Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today we're going to open a box. Let's get rolling. Okay, so I'm going to be unboxing Evacuation. This is a game I pre-ordered, but just from an online retailer. It was not part of a crowdfunding campaign, or at least not one that I'm aware of. So not too crazy. This is like a regular box size. It's not something that's super deluxified, but I am curious to see what's in here. So let's get to it. See if I can lose a finger on camera. This is probably a good reminder too. If there's something specific you want to see, always remember in my videos, there's chapter markers. Just go down to the description, jump to the part that you want. Okay. Decently packed. The box was in good shape, so I wasn't too worried. Looks nice. Nothing else in there. Nice and simple. This is a good one. All right. So let's get out of the plastic. I may pronounce this wrong, but Vladimir Suchi, I believe, and Rio Grande Games. I have not played any games from this designer, but if I remember correctly, he did Underwater Cities, which I think is fairly popular, and I've seen it in my local game store. Just haven't gotten to it yet. But because of the space theme on this one, I thought this might be the one to start with, and depending on what I think of it, maybe I'll get Underwater Cities later. All right, what is inside? Okay, simple enough. I like that everything so far seems to be already separated. It'll make counting easier. So I've got some cards. These are plastic. They look like candy. Keep this away from my kids. These are resource cubes. I know that green is food, orange is energy, and gray is steel. Oh, there we go. And there's a small size and a big size. I forget. I think they're 1 and 5 maybe. The value of each. So a couple bags of those. I think these, I don't remember. I'll have to look at the manual. I want to say they represent maybe your factories, but it could be your population. These are your resource trackers. More bags, more cards. A score pad, it looks like. As I've mentioned before, I never use these. I don't know why it would bother me to use them. I'll probably print out some more. What have we got? Oh, we are going to have some punch boards. Okay. So this looks like it might be a reference sheet. Technologies on one side, goal cards on the other. Here's the rule book. I've heard that this was a pretty complex game, and maybe it is, but it's not a particularly long book. 20 pages, it looks like, including the back cover and front cover. All right. Some punch boards. I just can't tell you how much I enjoy punching this stuff out. I think these are your factories, but I don't know. Some ships. Some more ships and other things. There'll probably be 4 of these. Maybe not. Well, here's one player board. And I do like the way that they did double-sided player boards. So depending on where you're sitting at the table, you've got the old planet and the new planet aligned this way or aligned the other way. That was pretty cool. Here's the game board, which I think is pretty sizable. For some reason, the other player boards are under it. Oops, there's a player board. Oh, more ships. There's technologies. Third player board, and it looks like the fourth one was self-punching. Some more technologies there. Okay, and that's it. That's what's in the box. Not too complicated. Oh, look at that. They even on the back of the box give you an inventory of what should be in there. What is this? Oh, there is some sort of cardboard insert. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I guess I'll keep it. All right, well, as usual, I like to inventory all the parts and make sure that I have everything so that if I don't, I can reach out right away and get it fixed. So you can stand by for just a second while I do that, and here we go. All right. So I went through all the components and I do have everything. I've actually got one extra piece. I don't know how many times I counted them, but I've got one extra white token. So if anybody out there has 24, I've got your 25th. So a couple things to note. The way I decided to bag these up after kind of looking at the components, and I don't really know how to play this game, so maybe this will prove to be the wrong way to do it, but I tried to bag things for each player together. So if you're going to be the blue player, you're going to need everything in this bag as far as I can tell. So it's got the 12 blue factory tiles, which are the squares, the 11 blue site tiles, which are the circles, plus the 25 blue tokens, which are the little candy looking things. And then one of each production marker, the gray, the green, and the orange. One other thing to point out, I thought at first that one of my gray production markers was not painted. I thought it was like a production flaw, but there is one that's more of just like a wood color. It's a little lighter, a little more tan. I'll hold them next to each other, and that is the year counter. So I saw 3 gray and one like this, and I was like, well, I guess that one's just a defect, but it's fine. But that's actually the year counter, and I did have all 4 of these. In the decks of cards, this bag was 80 action cards, and then the other bag of cards had a bunch of different types all together in there. So it had 9 year-end bonus cards, 21 stadium cards, 16 goal cards, 18 infrastructure cards, 4 player aids, 4 public task cards, which all look different, 1 module card, which is this one, and 7 solo cards, which will be important for this channel. There's also one other solo piece here, next to these Pac-Man pieces. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to play. So those are the pieces. The only thing I haven't looked at yet is I haven't opened up the board. So let me move some of this stuff aside, and then I want to take a look at the whole board here and see what it's all about. All right, let's take a look at this thing. It's big. These big multi-panel boards always make me nervous. I feel like I'm going to rip them. So let's not rip them. Oh my God. Fairly sizable board. I knew it would be, being 6 panels, but it feels bigger now that it's in front of me. Looks nice though. Nothing's damaged. So as far as I understand without having read the rule book. Really, this is the starting planet, the old planet that's dying. So it looks like there's kind of 4 continents here, and each player starts on a continent, and then you are trying to evacuate and move to this new planet that has different biomes. I think there's like a tundra and a jungle and the ocean, and I'm not sure what. And you kind of use this track to, I think, shuttle your spaceships, so you can take your factories and people that are over here and start moving them here, and you produce resources on each of these planets based off of what you've got going on each planet. So it's cool. It's a cool concept. And it's got a solo mode, so that's important to me. As far as the rest of the game, it's hard to knock the publisher for giving you a bunch of bags, because it's really simple and effective and cheap. So it doesn't raise the cost of the game. I don't mean cheap necessarily in a bad way here. It's affordable. But I'm sure the organization can be optimized. So I did what I could. I also, besides trying to put player color things together, I combined all the resources into one bag, both the large ones and the small ones. They're a little tough to tell apart just glancing at them, but playing the game, I'm sure it'll be fine. All the various, wherever they went, this whole bag of different cards, I might try and separate each card type out into its own bag after I understand the rules a little better and see if I can optimize this. But this works. So that's Evacuation. I guess I should box it up. That seems appropriate. Let's do that. Okay, so all the components very easily fit back into the box. Again, it could probably be optimized for a better organization, but good enough for now. I'm pretty pleased with it. Everything was good quality. Everything punched out super easy. So the only thing that's yet to find out is how it plays. If you've already played the game, let me know what you think. I know I pre-ordered it, so I got it fairly new, but I'm in the US, and I think it's been out in other countries for a little bit. So if you've already played it, let me know what you think. And I am sure you'll be seeing this at some point on Table for One. So that's what I've got today. Thanks for sticking around. If you're still here, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. And I always appreciate the comments. And if there's something else you'd like to see, be sure to let me know, and I will do what I can. So that's it for Table for One. I will see you next time.